for Pap took the jug and said he had enough whiskey there for 2 drunks and 1 delirium tremens. That was always his word. I judged he would be blind drunk in about an hour, and then I would steal the key or saw myself out, one or the other. He drank and tumbled down on his blankets by and by, but luck didn't run my way. He didn't go sound asleep, but he was uneasy. He groaned and moaned and thrashed around this way and that for a long time. At last I got so sleepy I couldn't keep my eyes open for all I could do, and so before I knowed what I was about, I was sound asleep and the candle burning. I don't know how long I was asleep, but all of a sudden there was an awful scream and I was up. There was Pap looking wild and skipping around every which way and yelling about snakes.
Snakes!
He said they was crawling up his legs.
They're crawling up my legs!
Then he would give a jump and a scream and say one had bit him on the cheek. But I couldn't see no snakes. He started to run around and round the cabin, hollering, "Take him off! Take him off! He's biting me on the neck!" I never see a man look so wild in the eyes. Pretty soon he was all fagged out and fell down panting. Then he rolled over and over wonderful fast, kicking things every which way and striking and grabbing at the air with his hands and screaming and say there was a devil's of hold of him.
There's a devil of hold of me!
He wore out by and by and laid still a while, moaning. Then he laid stiller and didn't make a sound. I could hear the owls and the wolves away and off in the woods by the corner. By and by he raised up part way and listened, with his head to one side. He says very low, "Tramp, tramp, tramp,
Tramp,
that's
tramp,
the dead. Tramp, tramp, tramps, they're coming after me, but I won't go. Oh, they're here. Don't touch me. Don't. Hands
touch
off.
me.
They're cold. Let
Hands
go.
off.
Oh, let a poor devil alone." Then he went down on all fours and crawled off, begging them to let him alone.
Leave me
And
alone!
he rolled himself up in a blanket and wallowed in under the old pine table, still a-begging, and then he went crying. I could hear him through the blanket. By and by he rolled out and jumped up to his feet, looking wild, and he seized me and went for me. He chased me round and round the place with a clasp knife, calling me the angel of death and saying he would kill me. And then I couldn't come for him no more. I begged and told him I was only Huck, but he laughed such a screechy laugh. He roared and cussed and kept on chasing me up. Once when I turned short and dodged under his arm, he made a grab and got me by the jacket between my shoulders. And I thought I was gone, but I slid out of the jacket quick as lightning and saved myself. Pretty soon he was all tired out and dropped down with the back against the door, and he said he would rest a minute and then kill me. He put the knife under him and said he would sleep and get strong, and then he would see who was who. So he dozed off pretty soon. By and by I got the old split-bottom chair and clumb up easy as I could, not to make any noise, and got down the gun. I slipped down the ramrod down it to make sure it was loaded, and then I laid it across the turnip barrel, pointing towards Pat, and set it down behind it to wait for him to stir. And how slow and still did the time drag on.
All right.